This list looks endless. Are we really not allowed to eat any of these at all?
No, Raghu, there is no such thing as forbidden foods. You can eat whatever you want, but it just needs to be within your fat and calorie goal.
मैं चाय में चीनी ले सकती हूँ?
Yes, Mrs. Parekh, आप ले सकती हैं, but within your fat and calorie goal. But to know if you're within your goal, you need to know how many fat and calories are actually in what you're eating. That's why tracking is important. As you've realized yourself that tracking helps you notice your eating habits, what you eat, how much and when. So you're able to see how you change.
Yeah, like Raghu realized that he was skipping meals.
Exactly. So today we are going to talk about how to measure food, because how much you eat is as important as what you eat. We'll be using common household utensils like spoon, katoris, a bigger bowl and glasses to measure our food.
वैसे भी अच्छा है मुझे ग्राम्स और मिलीग्राम्स का बिजनेस समझ में नहीं आता
So whatever you use to measure your food, make sure that you level it. When we talk of a teaspoon, it means a level teaspoon and not a heaped one, because even that can add some extra calories. So let's try some measurements now. You use a spoon to measure things like sugar, salt, ghee or oil. You use a katori to measure curries like dal, chicken curry, kheer or even sabzi. You use a glass to measure your liquids like tea, coffee, juices or even lassi. And for your accompaniments like rice or noodles, you use the bigger bowl. Why don't two of you come here and try this?
Sure. हम चले? चल.
We have arranged a Chinese meal for you.
इसमें कुछ नॉन-वेज तो नहीं है?
हाँ है.
Don't worry, Mrs. Parekh. I'll measure the non-veg dishes. ठीक है. Yeah. हाँ. और तुम इस कंप्यूटर में सब डाल देना. Yeah, I'll feed it in the tablet. 2 spring rolls. Okay, that would be 80 calories and 3.5 gram fat per spring roll. ये तो हाका नूडल्स है. अब इसको कैसे मेजर करें?
You can measure it in the big bowl.
तो एक बोल नूडल्स. Okay, so that is 490 calories and 22 gram fat. And we also have this chicken sweet and sour. How do I serve this?
You can use the katori that we use in our kitchens.
Okay. And let me just see this. Okay, this is 430 calories and 33.2 gram fat. Wow, and I always thought that Chinese was quite healthy. Okay, let me also measure 1 big bowl of chicken fried rice. Okay, that is 456 calories and 24.2 gram fat. Wow, this is quite a fatty meal.
Yes, it is.
ये तुम अकेले तो नहीं खा सकती हो. ये तो 2 जनों का खाना लग रहा है. और अभी तो ये भी है. Honey chili potatoes. इसमें कितनी calories होंगी? Honey chili potatoes. Let me just see. That's not on the list.
In that case, you could go for something that's closer, like type in potatoes and choose from the options that appear.
The closest I can get is aloo ki sabji.
That works for me.
Okay.
Now that you've typed in everything, you can see that the app calculates the fat and calories in the meal, right there.
Yeah. Okay.
You can show it to everybody.
Sure. Right.
भाई हमें भी दिखा दो
How about measuring things that are varying in size from house to house, like chapatis, rotis, or even chicken?
Good question, Raghu. You can use standard sizes for these items by comparing them to simple benchmarks. For instance, one roti or a chapati would be like a CD, or a piece of chicken would be like a pack of cards, and so on. And depending on whether your standard portion is bigger or smaller, you could add the appropriate portion to your tracker.
But you know, normally I have a lot of packaged food. So how do I figure out how many calories it has? Like a packet of chips or nachos. I have one in my bag right now.
Can I have a look at the packet?
Yeah.
Now, all the nutritional information is available at the back of the packet. In fact, even if the product is on the list, you should always refer to the back of the packet, as it is more accurate. For instance, the values given are for a 100-gram packet, while this packet's quantity is 55 grams. So if you have the whole packet, you'll have to take half of the values given. Now let's move to a very important task, setting our fat and calorie goals.
श्रेया मैडम, इतनी सारी बातें सुनकर दिमाग गोल हो चुका है. Now what is this fat and calorie goal?
Mr. Khan, these goals are to help you achieve your target. They help you to make the right choices when you eat. I know that today's session has been very heavy on information, but trust me, you will use this information on a daily basis. Soon it'll come very naturally to you. But if you find yourself stuck at any point, I'm here to answer all your questions. So are we ready to set our sight on our goals?
How do I know what my goal is?
Your goals depend on your body size. The Habits app on the main page gives an indication of your fat and calorie goal that are determined by your starting weight. So Raghu, your starting weight was 78 kgs. So that sets your fat and calorie goals as 44 grams of fat and 1785 calories. That means that the total of all the food that you eat in a day should not exceed this amount. Have a look.
I have to limit myself to 1539 calories and 38 grams. Oh my God, that's too much.
Try to be as close to your goal as possible. We don't expect you to reach your target in a week. Slowly you learn ways how to buy and cook food in a fashion so that it'll help you achieve your goals. For this week, just try your best. But don't overdo it. Don't try and see how little fat and calories you can eat. So how do you think you can reduce the amount of fat and calories?
खाना कम करके? But अब करना ही पड़ेगा, आप कह रही हैं तो.
Mr. Khan, थोड़ी सी enthusiasm दिखाइए. There are 3 ways by which you can reduce the amount of fat and calories. The first is to eat foods with lesser calories and fat. For instance, you could choose to have an apple rather than a packet of chips. The second is to reduce the frequency of eating food high in fat and calories. For instance, if you've put butter on your toast for breakfast, then you should have a plain chapati for lunch. And lastly is to eat smaller portions of high calorie and high fat foods. So if you get a box of mithai, try and have your favorite one and not a couple. How does that sound?
कुछ खाने के लिए इतना कुछ सोचना पड़ेगा.
Over the next session, we'll think of yummy ways to reduce the amount of fat and calories in your diet. It'll definitely get easier. It's a process, don't get discouraged by it. But do your best and do remember to enjoy your food.
So why aren't we eating? The Chinese is here.
Before that, from today's session, we'll begin by starting some exercises that you can easily do at home. So let's do that first. I hope everybody's got something comfortable to wear.
Yes.
Okay, let's go then. Before we get to the exercise, let's recap how we will measure our foods. Use spoons to measure things like salt, sugar, ghee and oil. Measure gravy dishes like dal, sabzi, chicken curry or kheer with regular katoris. Glasses are used for liquids like tea, juice, cold drinks or lassi. Accompaniments like rice and noodles can be measured in a large bowl. Do try this in your next meal.